So, this is a video about a young lady some months ago. She had did a ghetto gaggers video. Now, I'm not ashamed to admit that I've seen those ghetto gagger videos. I haven't seen a lot of them, but it wasn't something that I wanted to, I'm like, oh my gosh, they are doing that for real. They have done some stuff in those videos that I'm like, oh my gosh. Is this real? Like, how much did they get paid to do that? So most of you guys already know the story. But one thing I didn't like about the story is that she she got a lot of negative feedback. Of course, but she's over 18. She's like 19. She was 19 or 21, something like that. And she was grown. She made a decision to do that. Right? She said she got paid like 2 bands, I want to say, to do that. Nobody made her do this at all. She explained the procedures and what was going on. She was like, this was fake, that was fake, this was real, da da da. And what grossed me out the most about this whole situation is the fact that her family dogged her out so bad because of this. And a moment like that, they should not have dogged her out. They should have been there in her corner and understood that, y'all couldn't have controlled what she did. I had no control over what she was doing. She wanted to get paid. She did it for money. What y'all could have did was like, hey, look, if you're going to do it, don't do it like that. Well, if you needed money, I'll hook you up with a job. I'll help you find a job or something like that. They just like kicked her. I don't know what it's like today because, today is the 25th of December 2021. I don't know what they did since then, but I wanted to make, when I saw that video, Willie D had did a video on that subject. And I said, I was heartbroken, man. Then another chick had did a video on it, some black girl. It was like they were trying to make a mockery of the whole situation, but I haven't seen one video where anybody was showing any type of concern or love toward this young lady for the things that she did. There's so many other women out there that have done stuff like that. I saw one in particular where the girl mother dropped her off, brought her, she was there, she watched it. She watched the whole thing go down, all the sex acts and stuff. And I don't, well, you know what, I didn't watch it, but I'm gonna say she was there. And she was like, what made you bring your daughter there? She was like, I don't know. And I was like, what? At least she supported her child and she didn't dog her child out about it. But back to the young lady, I'm like, man, come on. In this situation, she needed her family the most. She needed her family the most. She made that decision. Now, grandma was like, oh, you gonna, I'm gonna disown you. And the uncles was crying, I heard, and having, fit. And, everybody just like, we ain't trying to rock with you no more. Like, what? Come on, man. That's what? People make mistakes, man. People do stuff on purpose. Had she went to jail for killing somebody, would that make it any different? Would you disown her then? Come on, it's retarded. Don't do your kids like that. I found out some stuff about my own daughter, and I was sitting here like, what? Like, oh, I can't believe this is happening, but I'm not gonna shove my daughter out to the streets. I'm not gonna shun my daughter at this situation. My daughter needed me to guide her through this situation. She needed me to guide her through this. She needed me to get her through this at 16, 15 years old. She needed me to get her through this. And I feel like her mom offered, she did what she could do. She was there. But I'm like, look, this situation is, I said what I had to say about the situation. And I did not shun my daughter. I did not call her names. I did not degrade her or anything. Because when people do stuff like this, they want attention most of the time. Or maybe she always wanted to do that. Who knows? But that's the last thing her family should have did, was just beat her across the head for the decision that she was making. She's a grown person and she's capable of making her own decisions. And they just like, oh, she just did that. Da, 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 da. And I want to say she was on a Instagram live with her um, cousins or somebody who was relative, and they was just like, "Oh, girl, you this and that." Did it. I was like, "Yo, man, y'all playing her, man, for real. Y'all shouldn't even be on Instagram live recording it, cause somebody, I think the young lady, initially posted the videos to her social media. I wouldn't have done nothing like that. I wouldn't have done that, and she's getting all this feedback. I want to say because of that, because she posted it to social media. Who knows? I don't know the truth about it, but I would like to get in contact with her to talk to her, because I don't think that her family um, went about this the right way. It was, you can't stop somebody from doing what they choose to do. In most cases, you can persuade them, you can talk to them all you want, but when they're ready to make that move, they will make that move when they're ready. They could have been like, look, girl, make sure you're using condoms, or make sure you got your test done, or make sure why? Y'all ain't show no love to the young lady. Oh, best thing you could have done was tell her she was wrong. But come on, man. Ain't none of y'all cats out there perfect, man. Y'all should have just been helping her move forward with her life and helping her make better decisions instead of just beating her across the head for what she did. That's my opinion on it. If y'all know her name or anything like that, I'm gonna research it. But drop a comment um, in the comments below. Click like, subscribe. Peace.